Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Tuesday. It's Reaction Tuesday. Week 1 picks. All the games are over. Let's see who won. Start with the Week 1 games.
Yeah.
Bills and Rams was the first game. It was the Bills versus the Rams. Super Bowl champion Rams. Buffalo Bills, everyone's Super Bowl favorite picks. The Bills clobbered the Rams.
Oh, yeah.
They clobbered them really good. 31-10 was the final score. Ethan picked the Bills. I picked the Rams. Ethan got a point on that one. Ethan, good pick on the Bills. What'd you think about them?
I think Josh Allen did good on the passing game.
297 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. 2 picks. It was a sloppy game. I noticed that too. I thought it was a pretty sloppy game. Maybe only 3 preseason games. A lot of the high-profile starters don't really play in preseason.
No.
This seemed like a little bit of a sloppy game. Let's see if that happened the rest of the week with the rest of the picks here. I think a few other games are a little sloppy, especially in the kicking department. Matt Stafford, though, Super Bowl MVP, 240, 1 touchdown, 3 picks. 3 picks. Yeah. Josh Allen was the leading rusher for Buffalo. Wonder how that's going to pan out the rest of the year. All right, Ethan's up 1 on that one. +1 to Ethan. Put that right there in the ticker. All right. Next game. Saints at Falcons.
Ooh.
Ethan picked the Saints. I picked the Falcons. And the winner of that game was the Saints. 27-26. Wow, 1-point game there. The Saints won. Ethan gets another ding in the column up there.
Ding, ding, ding.
I didn't really get to see this game too much, but I did see was Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill. Is he a quarterback? Is he a receiver? Is he a running back? It don't matter. The guys run all over the field. 11-yard run for a touchdown, and then it was a game-winning field goal by Will Lutz with 19 seconds left. So, hey, put one up for the kickers. Let's do another little. We'll have our ticker here for our picks, and over here we'll do how many kickers won the game for their team. So Will Lutz, that's 1 win for kickers.
1.
Okay.
1-1.
Game 3 of the week, we had the Browns at the Panthers, revenge game. Baker Mayfield playing against his former team. Definitely we're excited to see that one.
Oh.
We both picked the Panthers, and we were both wrong. The Panthers lost this game. Guess what, Ethan?
What?
Another game-winning field goal. Kickers are doing good so far. Let's put one up for the kickers. Ding right there for the kickers. All right, and no movement on the scoreboard here. Go ahead, Ethan. What's up?
I can't believe the California Panthers lost.
California Panthers. 8 seconds left. Cade York, rookie kicker.
Ooh.
Cade York, 58-yard field goal. Hey, 58-yard field goal in Cleveland. Well, he's new. Everyone's going to know his name in Cleveland. I know that much. Next game on our list, 49ers at Bears. It was pouring down rain in Chicago. Put a picture up real quick. Put the picture up.
Oh.
That field. Look at that field. And then this crooked line. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. I couldn't believe it. Go ahead, E. What do you think about the 49ers Bears game? Did you watch any of that?
I watched it, and I'm looking at the field. I look on the TV. I said, "What is that dude doing with this raking thing?" I look at it. I just see water splashing up the field. I'm like, "You gotta be kidding me! It's flooding at a football field."
Yeah, they were pushing the water away from the field. Kind of the rumors about the Bears getting a new stadium. Soldier Field's a little old. Might be true. The way that field looked in the rain. Ethan picked the 49ers. Trey Lance in that game. I picked the Chicago Bears. And the winner of that game was the Chicago Bears. Score was 19-10. Bears look good. Even in the rain, Bears look good. So, hey, I'm in the column. Put one up for me on that one. No game-winning kicks in that game. All right, next one we got is the Steelers at the Bengals.
Oh, my gosh.
Uh-oh.
This is horrible. It made my mind explode.
This game went to overtime. Final score 23-20. Steelers. Ethan picked the Bengals. I picked the Bengals. Bengals, man. Oh, my goodness. There was a point in this game. Joe Burrow turned the ball over so many times. 5 turnovers the Bengals had. And they still had a chance to win. They still had how many chances? 2 chances to win? Once in regulation, overtime. And then the Steelers couldn't even win it. Boswell missed kicks. It was crazy. Give Minka Fitzpatrick some credit, though. Blocking that field goal. That was awesome. But hey, man, kickers on that one. We got that technically a kicker one for their team. So add one to that column.
Plus TJ Watt's out.
Oh yeah, TJ Watt tore pectoral muscle.
Oh,
so
that's gotta hurt.
We'll see if that affects anything going forward. I mean, that's a big loss for them. If they were going to do anything this year, I think their defense and the pass rush and TJ Watt was going to be the reason why they did anything this year. So we'll see if how that helps for them. Next game, Eagles at the Lions. Ethan picked the Eagles, I picked the Eagles, and the Eagles won. Final score of that game was 38-35 Eagles. A lot closer than I thought it was going to be. Ethan, did you watch any of this game?
Yes, I did. See, the Eagles scored. I was in the car heading back home from bowling, and I hear Jalen Hurts scrambled in for the touchdown. Yeah, what did I tell you? The next Lamar Jackson. I told you.
He did say it.
I did.
Jalen Hurts, 243 passing yards, 18 for 32, no throwing touchdowns, but yes, he did have the rushing touchdown. Eagles hold on in that one, 38-35. Eagles defense.
Angelo.
We'll see if they can hold it together the rest of the year. Go ahead, Ethan.
I never thought I'd ever would say this in my life, but when I was watching the team, I said, "Go Eagles, go." I never thought I'd say that.
Okay, there you go. So +1 for E, +1 for me. Next game, Colts and Texans.
Oh my gosh, this was another horrible one.
Oh my goodness, did they have a chance to win with the kicker?
I
think they don't have they got rid of their kicker today. Breaking news, yeah, Rodrigo Blankenship is gone out of Indianapolis.
What?
He started the game off with a field goal, 45-yard field goal, and then that was it. He made another one in the fourth quarter. So it was 6-20, and then Jonathan Taylor had a 2-yard run for a touchdown, and then Michael Pittman scored, and he kicked the field goal. And I guess there must have been a game-winning field goal at the end, and he missed it because it's 20-20.
Wait, oh.
Coach Frank Reich wouldn't blame a missed field goal in overtime for the Indianapolis Colts season opening tie against the Houston Texans. So there you go. Ryan, Colts rally, but stall in overtime for 2020 tie. So kicker don't get one on that one.
Bonus level. Who do you think next team he's gonna be on?
Nobody. I don't think anyone's gonna pick him up.
Okay.
Nobody needs a kicker that misses a lot of kicks.
Okay.
So XFL team maybe. We'll join an XFL team.
Oh, maybe.
Okay. Next game. Oh yeah, so I picked Indy, you picked Indy in that game.
Oh really?
And guess what? We don't get a point. It was a tie. So we don't get a half a point, nothing. Stays the same. Patriots at Dolphins.
Ooh,
Patriots are not the same Patriots, Ethan. What do you think? What do you think about this one? You picked Miami, I picked Miami, and the Miami Dolphins won. You thought it was a shutout, but it wasn't. It was 20-7.
Yeah.
Was the final score.
I thought it was 20-0.
What do you think about Miami, man?
I think Miami's gonna do good. But the bad news, week 2, Miami Ravens.
Yeah,
Who am I gonna pick?
I think the Ravens will have a true test next week. We'll get to that game next, but the Dolphins look for real. I really thought the Dolphins were going to be a good team this year. The Dolphins gave the Ravens a lot of trouble last year. I think they're on something like 7 out of 9, 8 out of 9 games, winning record right now. Like from last year to this year, they're good. They got a great defense. I think a fast team. Tyreek Hill, Waddle, Tua. I don't know. I just feel like this team is going to be something to mess around with, and the Ravens are going to have their hands full, I think, next week. So we'll see what happens. Speaking of the Ravens went to New York, played against the Jets, played against Joe Flacco, and I'm going to call it a business trip. You know why I call it a business trip? Because the Ravens took care of business.
Yeah.
Slow start for the Ravens, but they ended up winning 24-9. Junk touchdown at the end. Joe Flacco threw. But slow start for the Ravens, but Lamar Jackson, 3 touchdown passes. He had 1 pick, and I want to talk about this pick. The game was already over. It's the fourth quarter. I would even argue Tyler Huntley should have been in the game. And then you're going to just toss the ball up, and the guy's going to get an interception. Now, I heard the story afterwards. The guy who got the interception, I don't even know his name. Maybe I should have known. Maybe I'll put it up here on the bottom here. he got the interception, and he ran to the middle of the field and like celebrated. And everyone kind of booed him in New York for a second. But we found out his father passed away right before the game, and so he got the interception even though they lost. And he went to the middle of the field and he, did a little moment there for his dad. So that was great. So you know what? Things happen for a reason. Lamar made that pick. I'm like, man, what a bonehead interception. He could have had a perfect game. 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. But hey, the interception gave that player a chance to honor his dad, so that was pretty cool.
That had to be sad for him.
Ethan, what did you think of Rashad Bateman?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? You think he's a true number 1 receiver now for the Baltimore Ravens?
Mm-hmm. If they didn't get rid of Marquise Brown, he would be the second. But they got rid of Marquise Brown, so I'm gonna say he's definitely the number.
I think he's definitely the number 1 receiver now. And Devin Duvernay showing up saying, "Hey, we don't need no veteran receivers in here. I'm all we need." But he definitely showed up. 17-yard pass from Lamar Jackson for a touchdown, and that 25-yard one looked great. Over shoulder pass, beautiful touchdown pass. Joe Flacco, though, I remember these stats. I remember games. 37 for 59. 59 passes. 307 yards, a touchdown and a pick. That's a typical Joe Flacco day to me. And yeah, they lose the game. Go ahead, you got anything else?
You see, like, it was good to see Flacco back on the field and back playing, but when's he gonna retire?
Well, hold on. I didn't do who our winners were. So we both picked Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Ding, ding. We both picked Baltimore. Ding, ding. There we go. There's the scores right now.
Kickers thing. Did the kickers
No kickers won any games in that game. Nope.
Okay.
Jags versus Commanders. All right. I picked Jacksonville. You picked Jacksonville. Winner of the game was the Commanders. Wentz tosses 4 touchdowns. Commanders come back and beat the Jaguars. Nice little comeback at the end there. It was 14 unanswered points at the end. 22-20 and 22-28. Jahan Dotson, 24-yard pass from Carson Wentz. Look out for that name, Jahan Dotson. Remember that name next week, okay?
I'll try it.
See what he does. We gotta get through here. Come on, Giants and Titans. I picked Tennessee. You picked Tennessee. This was the big upset to me. The Giants showed up, and the Giants won this game 21-20. They went for it, the 2-point conversion, and it paid off. The coach said he's going to be aggressive. Saquon Barkley made a great move on the goal line. Danny Dimes looking good. Let me see his stat line here. Let's see what we got here. Danny Dimes, 188 yards, 2 touchdowns and a pick. 17 for 21 though. See, they knew what they're doing. 17 for 21, 18 carries for Saquon, 164 yards and a touchdown, plus that 2-point conversion touchdown at the end. That was also, they held Derrick Henry under 100 yards, which is huge. Tannehill didn't have a bad day though. Tannehill, 266, 2 touchdowns. So give credit to the Giants defense. They did a great job keeping them in the game, and put the credit back on Saquon Barkley for making some plays there. He actually failed to get a 2-point conversion in the third quarter, and then he got the one at the end to win the game. So how about that? Give the coach definitely had Saquon's back. Go ahead, Ethan. What do you think?
I'm surprised that. How did they win by 1 point?
The 2-point conversion at the end.
I know. I watched that.
And Tennessee had a chance. Kickers. Tennessee had a chance at the end. Ryan Tannehill got him in field goal range. Randy Bullock kicked it, and he missed the kick.
Really?
Yep, missed the kick. So don't add one for the kickers on that game.
They will?
I picked Tennessee. You picked Tennessee. We said all right. No score change on that one. All right. Chiefs at the Cardinals. Here we go.
Man.
Ethan picked Arizona. I picked the Chiefs. And, of course, the Chiefs won. Blew them out in the desert. The Chiefs are the Chiefs, man. I told you that. 44-21. Patrick Mahomes, 5 touchdown passes. It's just, there's not much more to say.
I got KO'd.
Add one to me right there.
Who's
All right.
gonna win?
The afternoon games. Here we go. Raiders at Chargers. Ethan picked the Chargers. I picked the Raiders, and the Chargers won.
Surprisingly.
Yeah, the Chargers look pretty
They
good.
beat Devontae.
24-19. The Raiders had a chance at the end. Devontae Adams got a touchdown with 4 minutes left. They got the ball back and just they couldn't finish it off. So the Chargers win this one. Ethan picked the Chargers. I had the Raiders. Give the Chargers point for Ethan. Right there. Ethan's got the lead now, 6-5. Packers at Vikings. Ethan picked the Packers. I picked the Vikings. I knew the Packers start slow, and of course they started slow. Aaron Rodgers didn't play his best game. Early in the game, for first play, think a guy dropped a 75-yard touchdown pass. I knew it. I said the receivers aren't there. Aaron's going to be angry on the sideline. He was angry on the sideline, dropping some curse words. But hey, it's the Packers. It's week 1. They lost to New Orleans by a lot of points. They lost to Minnesota now. The only difference is this game was a division game, and Minnesota feels like they got one on the Packers. So I can't wait to see what these teams meet again and see if Aaron Rodgers and the Packers can take care of business the second time. All right. Add one for Angelo. Awesome. So, going into the primetime games, we were tied. Sunday Night Football.
Oh, no.
Buccaneers, Cowboys. I picked the Cowboys. Ethan picked the Buccaneers. Of course, the Buccaneers won. Tom Brady and the Buccaneers came in. Leonard Fournette. All I'm going to say. The guy was running hungry. He would hit people, blocking people. He put Michael Parsons on his back. That guy played good, Leonard Fournette. That's what I really took away from that game. Ethan, you had to go to sleep early in that one, but you watched the highlights afterwards. The biggest takeaway was Dak Prescott. What do you think is going to happen now with Dak Prescott out for at least a month with a broken hand? You think the Cowboys are going to do anything while he's out?
I think they just their best advantage is probably going to be to run the ball.
Yeah.
I'd say Zeke. So
Zeke only had 52 rushing yards on 10 carries. Leonard Fournette, on the other hand, 21 carries for 127 yards. Dak Prescott, 134 and a pick. Tom Brady, 212, touchdown and a pick. I mean, with Dak, they didn't score a touchdown. So we'll see what they do without Dak going forward. So Ethan is up 7-6 going into Monday Night Football. And the Monday Night Football game was Broncos at Seattle. Russell Wilson coming home. Seattle playing out of their minds. The fans booed Russell Wilson. Wow, I couldn't imagine. If Joe Flacco played the Jets for the Jets here, that game was in Baltimore, we would have cheered Joe Flacco. Well, we wouldn't have booed him. I can't believe that the Seattle Seahawks fans, the guy won a Super Bowl for him. You know, the best quarterback in Seattle history, and they booed him. Anyway, it must have worked because Seattle won. Geno Smith, man. Geno Smith. Remember that name? Dude played out of his mind. I got his stats here. Let me read them to you. 23 for 28, 195 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Making guys miss in the pocket, throwing bombs. I mean, he didn't have an incompletion for like 14. He was like 14 for 14, something like that.
Really?
Russell Wilson had a great game, too. 29 for 42, 340 yards, and a touchdown. My biggest takeaway was this. It's 4th and 5. You just paid $260 million to Russell Wilson. And you're going to kick a 64-yard field goal to win the game? It's 4th and 5. You telling me your $265 million quarterback isn't going to get you a first down on 4th and 5, and you'd rather give it to the kicker? How much is Brandon McManus getting paid? Not $265 million.
Like $1. Dollar second.
Anyway, Ethan picked Seattle. I picked Denver. So Ethan wins week 1. There it is right there. Congratulations, Ethan. You got anything to say? Sounds good. Week 2, tomorrow. Week 1's done. I'll try to get my revenge on Ethan. Tune in for our picks.
Bye, guys.
Might be joined by a special guest. We'll see what happens later. Wow.
I have a question.
Wow. Go ahead. What's your question? See if I got an answer.
Don't the Commanders play the Jets?
Well, I don't know. This is a week 2. We're still doing. This is week 1
like
reaction.
They're getting easy.
Well, the way the schedule is made, the way you finish in your division, you play against teams in other divisions that were the same. So if you came in 4th place in your division, you play against the 4th place team in the other divisions you play. So they might have an easy schedule because they were bad last year and they play against bad teams from last year.
So were we bad last year? Is that why we played?
We're playing some easy teams this year because, technically we were Were we 4th place last year? Did we finish?
I think we were 3rd.
3rd or 4th place? So we play a lot of the bad teams this year.
I think Cleveland was 4th.
So that helps us out a lot. That's good news.